Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Fred Razak at CMTrading. Today is December 8th, 2017, and today is Friday morning. So looking at the economic events of the day, we're starting out at 12:30 South African time. Manufacturing production number coming out of United Kingdom. We'll look at the GBP in just a moment, but the major news of the day is non-farm payroll coming out of the United States at 4:30 South African time. Now, an extra significance to this number later today is because it's the last non-farm payroll of 2017. So with that said, let's take a look at the markets and see what's been going on. So we're looking here at the Euro USD, and it's really been showing tremendous weakness at 117.54. Ultimately, it's been sliding down, as you can see here. Nice trend down, okay, on a 1 hour chart, excuse me. And this could be just in preparation for the non-farm payroll that's coming up later today, but definitely showing some weakness. Now the question is whether or not it's going to bounce at this level later today, or is it going to continue sliding? So you just got to keep an eye on it. We're right now between 118.20-ish level and 116.91-ish level, and so relatively there's no real support level until this 116.90-ish level is actually filled. So the question is like I said, are we going to continue breaking this level? We're at the 30 days average on the daily chart. So the question is, are we going to bounce here, or are we going to continue sliding? So it's a little bit hard to say at this moment because we're really right at the middle of the move. But all set together, this has been a nice retracement from 119-ish level. Okay, so we got to keep an eye on that later today. However, looking at the GBP, we've gotten much stronger. We're trading here at 134.50-ish level. Okay, on the daily chart, you can see that. And we've really come a long way in the past year from 120-ish level, okay, to where we are in the 134, challenging this 136-ish level on the upper limit. Okay, so I'd like to see some continued strength in the GBP, and let's see if we'll get that from the manufacturing production number. Okay, it's not really dependent on it, but let's see if it does follow through. Looking at the Aussie dollar getting much weaker, we broke this 75-ish level right down here, as you can see, and we're trailing even further down. Okay, it's showing some weakness. It's continued weakness. There may be a little bit of a bounce at 0.7489-ish level. Okay, that's a little bit of a minor support level there, but if we continue sliding down, there's no question that we can challenge this 73.80-ish level, 73.60-ish level even. Okay, so take a look at that and keep it on your radar. Now looking at the commodities, we're starting out with gold here. Gold really falling out of bed. Okay, we went from 1293, which was a beautiful resistance level. We couldn't break it out higher. You saw that we had this challenge up here. We broke it nicely, and then we continued our slide from 1286-ish level down to 1248-ish level, and you see that they were really very weak in gold. That's because the equities markets are relatively very strong. Bitcoin, there's a lot of rumors and a lot of hype on the cryptocurrencies, so people are taking their money out of the haven securities and putting them in, or investing them more in some of the more, lack of a better word, sexy securities. Okay, so so ultimately the 1248-ish level is just, looking like it's going to be getting weaker, and we may even see it, if it does break this 1240-ish level, may see it even challenge this 1216-ish level. So we got to keep an eye on that as well. Looking at oil, we also took a turn on the downside yesterday. Okay, as you can see here, faltering from 57 to $56 a barrel. And we bounce off of 55.95, as you can see here, but this is relatively finding itself in a new trading range. Okay, it's developing that. Next really support level is $55, but at this stage, I would be flat in it and not look for any possible positions. I may look to actually short this a little bit, as it looks like it's developing a head and shoulders. That would be the shoulder. Okay, this would be the head, and this is an anticipated second shoulder. Looking at the Dow Jones, we're slowly creeping right back up. 24,262. We bounced yesterday. Nothing monumental, nothing historic, but today is the non-farm payroll. So especially if we do get a positive news coming out of that, we may see ourselves back in the high, back in the 24,500-ish level, okay, which is not that far off. We're only about 60 points, 70 points away from that. So keep an eye on this as this develops later in the day. And this is really your go-to, okay? The non-farm payrolls, although it affects the Euro USD and affects anything traded with the USD, the fundamental security that is affected by the non-farm payroll is surely the Dow Jones, okay, which reflect the American economy. So take a look at this and keep an eye on it. It does look like, and it is looking for an impetus to take it further up, okay, and this would definitely be that case, okay. Looking at the JSC, we're slowly creeping above. We finally made that pivot up, okay. We mentioned this yesterday. After the third gap down, we're looking for somewhat of a bounce, and we did get that this morning, okay. We're trading just above this support-ish level, 52,199, 200 level. So keep an eye on this as this unfolds later today, and let's see if it does recover some of its losses. Looking at the DAX, more importantly, we're gapping up here at 13,157. Looks like it's getting stronger. If it does break this 13,200-ish level, we could definitely see it continue rallying into the end of the year, and that's what I'd like to see, okay? That would put everything together with the equities markets, both in the United States and in Europe, looking like it's getting stronger into the end of the year. This is Fred Razak. I want to wish you guys a great weekend. Thank you.